Oh, hi there. Welcome to a new video. It's been a long time since the last one. I was hoping to get a regular release schedule, but as mentioned in the previous video, bandwidth was an issue. My original plan for this video was to do a review, a discussion about a comic that I picked up, a piece of sequential art called the Berlin Tapestry. Only I've put that down somewhere. I can't remember where I've put it. So instead, here's me working on a Comic Jam piece. It's written by Christian Di Matteo, and whenever Christian writes a script, it's always going to be fun. You always know you're going to have a good time. It's always going to be an interesting script, and this one is no exception. This is a guy stuck in traffic with the with angels and angel on one shoulder, demon on the other. But in this one, the angel is bombastic, gung ho, and sort of inspiring road rage in the driver, and the demon is sort of wimpy, sort of guy with glasses, sort of going, why can't we be nice? It sort of throws the trope on its head, and I think Christian's written a really interesting and engaging script, and I'm having great fun doing it. So yeah, it's been tricky getting started on this stuff simply because of, let's say, in the previous video I mentioned I'd be starting a new job and weren't certain how much free time or how much time I'd have to dedicate to stuff, and it's still looking a bit shaky, but we shall see. Right now, I'm sort of trying to get an interesting angel. It's tricky. The imp character, the evil imp, or supposedly evil imp, was just flew off the pencil, and it was like, yeah, this is the guy. This is perfect. This angel is tricky. I want him to be heroic, but also really, really annoying, a really annoying character. And I kind of want to look, he's flying, but it does put us into a quandary because we don't have like tons of space to put wings flapping everywhere. So with the demon, with the imp character, he's got this little bat wings, and that's sort of fine for that character, but for this is a harder thing. And I suspect I'll be refining this and redesigning that character over and over and over again. Can't be helped. Sometimes a character is easy to create, and sometimes not so easy. As I record this video, I believe the comic anthology Zona del Male is shipping. It's going out to people now, as I understand it. That being the case, my folk horror story should be in that one. I am due, I believe, a comp copy or two. I haven't seen it yet, so when it does turn up, and it's coming from Canada, so it might take a while. When that does turn up, I will we'll have a look at it. But it's kind of strange to see a project that was drawn and written over a year ago finally sort of out in the wild or releasing into the world. Sometimes you forget when you're making a comic how long some of these timescales can be. It's hard to know exactly what things to cover, simply because I haven't really had a chance to dedicate as much time to drawing as I would like. However, a couple of weeks ago, I was invited to a one-day music festival to do caricature work. I'd done some caricature work about 6 weeks previously at a local school fete, which was a very busy day. We had lots and lots of kids coming up for caricatures, and they all loved it, and it was brilliant. and they had a great time. I had a great time. It was great. And I was approached by the festival organisers to basically do the same thing again. And we set up, and that's when we were hit by massive rain, huge, strong gust of wind. The event was eventually cancelled at about 6:30. Usually the thing goes on till just before 9 o'clock in the evening. It was usually a firework display. Only this year, the wind and the rain just made that impossible. So they cancelled the firework display. The last act went on stage a little early. They did their full set. It was all done and dusted by about 8:45. As it is, we actually made some cash on that. It wasn't a loss, you know. A lot of the times, especially about 2 or 3 years ago, we do like table diaries at various events, and you know, the takeaway was always, well, we didn't make any money, or we it would be like, we didn't make any money, or we only lost a little bit. And then there was a period where we broke even, and now we're having a couple of events where we're actually up a little bit. Not a lot, but enough to sort of justify the 4 or 5 hours that we're doing that stuff. So that's been kind of interesting. I think I've got another event coming up, and that could be a very interesting experience, because I think if it's what I think it is, I'll be drawing people's pets, which in of itself is slightly interesting. It's slightly unusual, so I'm hoping that's going to go well. So probably going to prep for that, and then I'll probably report back on that. So by the time the next video comes out, this particular comic page, this particular comic project will be done, and I guess then it's just a case of back onto the John Sterling book. Yeah, progress on that has really stalled. I mean, I'm still hoping to get it all done. I noticed, I read up yesterday, actually thinking about it, I noticed yesterday that Jake Parker put up the new Inktober prompts for this year, and they look kind of fun, and I kind of want to do them, but I also kind of want to make sure that I don't sacrifice my work on the altar of art. So I kind of want to make sure that is priority 1, and that all other stuff is priority 2. So the temptation is to maybe just pick a couple, or just keep the prompts and work them at my own pace. It remains to be seen. Yeah. So yeah, this is just a quick update video, just saying, yeah, we're still making stuff. The pace has slowed down somewhat. I don't think you can keep the same pace that you would like to keep. Sometimes it's just a case of external forces dictate that we work at this speed and not the speed that we normally like, and that's never going to be a permanent thing. It's always a sort of a temporary setback, it's a temporary problem. So the hope is, in a few months, maybe things will be different. Who can tell? Until then, we'll keep on keeping on. I'll keep working on this, and in the meantime, I'll see you in the next video, I'll see you in the next video, dear viewer, whenever that may be. But hopefully, it won't be too long. You guys all take care, and I'll speak to you soon. All right, bye now.